Hello everyone, Gwen here. We're playing another episode of Celestian Tales, as you can see here. Today we're going to be exploring the castle and perhaps if we have time continue a little bit into the story. So let's go and talk to Camille here. You startled me. Can I help you with something? If not, I'm a little busy sorting all this stuff, so can you leave please? Oh, I don't want to talk to you either. Let's go talk to Isaac here. Oh, hello there. Can I help you with something? We're going to be doing many things together from now on. I hope we can work well with each other. Okay, polite, I suppose. Well, let's go talk to Ellie, shall we? Hello, my name is Eline. Ellie is still new to all of this. She's a little afraid of making mistakes, but she looks forward to playing with the other squires. It'll be fun, right? Oh, she's a very unique person. Let's go over here to talk to Arya, shall we? Greetings, fellow squire. May the Deuce guide you both in our quest for knighthood. Okay, simple and to the point. Let's talk to Lucine, shall we? Hello, fellow squire. What can I help you with? Let's do our bets on squiring and become knights together. Well, they're all quite to the point, but as we get further in the game, they'll do a lot more talking. So, let's go over here. This is our story. It is good to see new faces around here. Welcome to Levantine, Squire. Do you fancy reading? Are you here to find a book or two? You can find many things to read here. Go on ahead and dig in. Nice. But here's one of the honor medals in case some of you want to get that for your achievements. So there's one right here in the library. You can get it right off the bat. There's not much point in going that way. There really isn't anyone to talk to. So let's head out. Have a nice little fountain here. A random soldier. Enemies that roam in the wilds usually move and patrol with a pattern. If you time your movements right, you can avoid engaging in combat. Yeah, but the thing is that you kind of want to level up. There is a max level in this game, so once you get to the max level, it's not going to matter. You don't have to grind either. That's a good thing in this game. Servant, are you one of the new squires? I hope you enjoy your stay. Levantine is a nice city to live in. I kind of made him sound girly-ish. But there's some cooks in here as well. Cooks. Please, don't bother me while I'm cooking. Don't want anything to get burnt, do you? Okay. What about you? Masters and misses, what are you doing in the kitchen? This isn't a place for nobles. Your clothes will get dirty if you stay here for too long. The guy that just wanders around in the forest cares about getting dirty? No. Let's go to the city, shall we? To the city. See, these are save points, in case any of you are wondering what they were. In combat, every action has merits to be considered. Defending doesn't damage your foes now, but its 2 stamina prepares you for a bigger burst later. Also, don't discount the survivability it gives. Doubling your defense is huge. In some cases you'll need that, but not in every fight. Only reason I'm really going into the city at the moment is to let you guys see it, and violets are red, roses are blue. Wait, is that really how it goes? No, not really, no. But there are those honor medals around, so we can get some of those while we're exploring. The sound of flowing water and the breeze of the wind, they're so beautiful. This could be a perfect day if only you would take a hint and let me sit in peace. Wow, that was kind of cold. What are you looking at? Learn not to meddle in anyone else's business, squires. Do we have like just a little sign over our head saying that we're squires? I mean, really. Well, here's a second honor medal in case you're looking for those. This is Autotonin. So, yay, 2 down. I think there's 9 or 10 more to go. Welcome to Upper Levantine, where nobles and gentries reside in the city. Please mind your manners in this area. Okay. Whoa, you startled me there, squire. What would you do if I fell into the flux because of it? Rescue you? I wouldn't just leave you there. Though, really should calm down a little bit. Good equipment and well-prepared consumable items are essential for traveling. Always double check your inventory and make sure you have everything you need. Well, that's useful in any place. Hello, random person. Excuse me, can thou spare a moment for Deus Valorous, the one true God? Our church offers enlightenment for those who are lost in their path to follow the Deus, which is the name for their god. All fancy music and all. There is a few reasons to come in here. One is for healing. I am able to purify worldly wounds, but only the Deus himself can clear thy heart and mind. Embrace the blessings of the Deus, Squire. Feel his warmth and surge in thy veins and be reborn in his light. So fancy music. Thy wounds have been cleansed. May Deus keep thy heart brave and thy mind clear. So these clerics will be useful. They're free healing, so yeah. Not that you really need that very often, but it does help if you have your characters die in battle, per se, or at least faint. And then they can bring them out, because you get a penalty. You lose max amount of health until you get it cleaned up. So, yeah, you don't want to lose that, in an especially good fight. Greetings, would thee like to purchase crystals sanctioned by the church? This is where you can basically buy healing. So you have healing and other sorts of things, but they're expensive, and you don't get a lot of money in this game. May Deus keep thy souls brave and thy minds clear. Yeah, we'll keep that. So, let's leave the church, shall we? And go out around. I'm just trying to get all the medals before we continue on. Hello, random lady. My husband likes to spend his pastime browsing around the marketplace. On the contrary, I love spending time in this particular area, away from the crowd. Opposites do attract, I guess. Well, you probably also had some, arranged marriages. And no, you can't go over to the graveyard, unfortunately. So we can't talk to this Reynard dude. But he must be visiting one of his, dead loved ones, I suppose. As terrible as that sounds. I think there's one somewhere around here. Kind of hidden. Somewhere. It's in one of these places. I gotta remember which one it is. Unless it comes in later, which it might. Anything? It might be later when it comes, you can get to it. Because some of them only appear at certain times. This is the Wolf's Paw, Levantine City Plaza, so to speak. When someone needs to address the whole city, they would stand on top and speak. Okay. Well, I agree that the nobles of Godland are far the worst. The city itself represents them clearly. Two tiers for two classes? I guess the normal people aren't too happy with the nobles, huh? Lord Levant is generally seen as benevolent and kind ruler. Mostly he just continues what the good things the Lord Levant left, though. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I guess that's how he's running the city. Well then. Question is he really that good of a ruler, or is he just letting things slide the way they once were? I'm not really interested in items, but I really liked watching people from here. That trader over there, he likes to buy flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. That man must be a womanizer. I just know people like him. Okay then. Oh, hello, equipment person. Welcome, honored squires. Come and take a look at my wares. Yeah, you can buy stuff, but you can find most of this stuff actually out there in the wild, so you don't really need to buy things. Micers. We'll see a bit more of him in the future. Hello there, are you the new squires people are talking about? I hope you enjoy your stay here. Levantine is a nice city to live in. I can't tell if Micers is a female or male, so kind of hard to tell. What? The price of garlic rises again? How much would I have to sell my cooking for at this rate? Probably a lot. Random people. Yeah, you basically can't shop at the blacksmith quite yet. We don't really have any money. And this is where you could buy some more of these. This helps loots. This helps you make items at the blacksmith. So, in case you didn't feel like going and getting them yourselves by defeating enemies, yeah, that's where you can go. I don't want to talk to everyone. I just kind of want to go. We're kind of starting to run out of a little bit of time here, and it's like we spent so much exploring the city, so it's a very nice. Look at that detail on the brickwork. I've tried to draw brickwork before, and it usually doesn't end up turning out well. So you can even hear the water in the background, and it does look pretty. And like I said, this is all hand drawn, so it must have taken a long time to do. A long time. Another honor medal for those that are going for it. So a black knight. Anything over here? Oh, this guy does. Me and my friends, fellow port workers, often sit here and chat after hours, but lately everyone's been busy with their own stuffs. We rarely get together anymore. Which, I feel you. That happens. Adult life is not fun. Not after a while. It ends up just following the same thing. I don't think there's much out here at the moment. No, I think that's everything at the moment. So let's head back, back to the castle and get some good rest so we can continue on the story. But I wish there was like a faster run button on this, because it gets kind of slow at this pace, but it's at least decent. So, kind of gives you a. It's like you can see all the detail that they've tried to make. It's kind of a weird, scrolly, looky down on it. It's a very interesting perspective of looking at things. It gives the illusion that it's 3D, but it really just looks a lot like 2D at the same time. It's kind of hard to place it. So, back to the castle. Slowly getting there. The music changes. Ready. Nice little pictures of the same thing. Like I don't know who they are. Some random person. Alright. Yes. Let's go to sleep. Such soothing music. Sound like harp. Okay, it looks like everybody's already left. I think we overslept a little. Young master, the master at arms is waiting for you at the stables. Please meet him as soon as you're able to. Okay, servant. That was... Really must have slept in like, hello random person. Welcome to Levantine, honored squires. This area is your private chambers. If you want to rest, please do so in your own room. Sleepovers are not advised in this castle. What, you have something against sleepovers? Really? Well, I guess there's enough rooms, you don't necessarily need it. You're late, squire. Get here and start working. Now listen up, squires. Horses are not merely beasts of burden. They are crucial companions for a knight. A horse gives one great advantage in combat, such as mobility and power from momentum. A land strike from a mountain knight can devastate even the toughest of foes in a single impact. But power and mobility aren't the greatest advantage these horses give. Instead, it is to be noticeable. Mounted commandeers are easily seen by their foot soldiers. Their commands can be better heard. Baron Riviere, the legendary knight known as the Moonblade, is known to be very skilled in mounted combat. A knight's mount is his status symbol. Such were his words of wisdom. This is an outrage. Why must we wallow in this cesspit? We are learning to be knights, are we not? What? We should be on top of these horses, not behind them. Unfortunately, princess, that only applies to knights, not squires. Then what is the point of doing this? 'Tis useless to learn what we'll never need to do. To do this again or not isn't the point of this training, squire. Yes, you will probably never do this ever again, but someone will have to do it. Someone will have to clean your horses for you, so that you can sit and lounge around lazily. Someone will have to feed them, so they have the strength to carry you on their backs. Do you even notice that there are people, real people, doing all these things for you? I guess a lot of people didn't notice. Just what I thought. Then this is the perfect training for you. I'll be back in a while. Don't stop picking up those nice, squishy balls of dung. Well, he totally did it into them. Grr. So when Lord Allen talked about duty, he meant shoveling shit out of the stable. The Master Arms did have a point there, though. Most nobles tend to forget that there are people doing the small things we take for granted. I know, but still. Sigh. I guess this is not the kind of training I imagined it'd be. Thou and I both, Reynard. This is kind of a lowly task is truly beneath nobility. Eek! Please, don't bite me! Don't worry, Camille. She's sweet, see? See, you can pat her like this. She won't bite you if you're nice to her. I see. I'm not quite used to all these, tasks. As with me, and I would imagine none of us is. Yet, it seems Lucine and Isaac are moved by this horrible stench. How could you stand it? Me? Well, it's a bit different for me. I've been in the Lorax cavalry since I was 14. I'm used to horses now. 14? I would imagine thou need some training before being accepted into the ranks. Was it because thou art a Lorax that the cavalry allowed thee in such youth? Of course not. The Lorax holds their banner with pride, and even I have earned my place there. It's why my lord uncle started teaching me to fight ever since I could handle a weapon. Back then, I was 7, if I recall correctly. 7? Dear deuce, isn't it rare for a girl to train so early? Maybe. I've been watching Lord Uncle since I was little, though, so it wasn't that odd for me. I guess if it's the Ravager that teaches you, it's to be expected. Wait, what? You were trained by the Ravager himself? He's my uncle. There's nothing weird about being taught by your uncle. Yes, but not everyone has the privilege of being the pupil of the legendary Lord Savran. Ellie is a little lost. Who is this person you're talking about? Lord Savran Lorax, also named the Ravager, perhaps the greatest swordsman alive in the realm. Legend has it that he has won 100 wars and has never been defeated in battle. I think I've heard about him battling the Fae forces as well. Do the elves never talk of him? No, not really. We don't speak about humans that much in general. Ellie used to think that they're enigmatic creatures roaming the world outside the forest. If anyone is enigmatic, that would be the elves, Elaine. Anyway, I want to personally see what someone trained by the Ravager can do. Is that a challenge to La Forte? Hey, stop chatting and finish your work, squires. If you don't work faster, I'll make you clean the chamber pots as well. That was a lot of talking. Finished at last. Now can we take a bath, oh master-at-arms? A bath? Far from it. Your task for the day is merely halfway done. Seems like they're really doing a lot of work today. You see this entire carriage full of dung? You have to deliver it to Mudtown, west of the city. Mudtown? Is that a town made of mud? No, not really. So why is it called Mudtown? Because there's a river and it's muddy? I don't know, kid. It's just a name. So why are we taking this dung pile there? Do they need it for something? For fertilizers. Gotta send them fresh so the villagers can grow as good vegetables. What's that I hear? Did you say chuckle at me, boy? Ha! Another timid squire, I see. Not even brave enough to admit what he did. Is this how you want to live your knightly life, Isaac? Hiding when you're confronted? Is that wussy kind of life the one you're aiming for? If not, then tell it to my face. Manure isn't used fresh, master-at-arms. They have to compost for weeks before it can be used. If you use it straight from the horse, it won't be vegetables that grow, but weeds. Really? Yes, fresh dung contains too much water, which makes it easy for weeds to grow. If let to compost, the dung will dry up, which makes it easier for vegetables to grow. That's surprisingly insightful, Isaac. There, not so hard, isn't it, squire? Now, instead of being known as meek, others will think you're knowledgeable. You do seem to know how about agriculture. Do plainsmen do a lot of farming? Not that much. I just learned about it. Now listen up, squires. This is a very important lesson. More often than not, traveling is a dangerous task. Everywhere, roads are infested with wild animals and criminals alike. To mitigate these dangers, you should split into parties of 3 and prepare for encounters. A party of 3 can work well together. More than that, and a fight turns cluttered and chaotic. Also, while the 3 stand in the front lines, the others can handle other tasks, such as guarding the cart. I would prefer to take the vanguard rather than being in the proximity of this horrendous stench. Me too. Let me go ahead and have a swing of my axe. It'll take a while to have you all fight over who does what. So here's how it'll go. Reynard, pick 2 to go with you and range ahead. The rest of you will stay with the cart and depart a few minutes after you. Yeah, at least it's time to fight some wild animals. That was a lot. You can switch active party members to reserve any time out of combat. To do it, access the menu and change the party composition. The active party is the team that will fight battles. The party leader cannot be set to reserve and must always remain in the active party. It's like, I understand. Good. Now go and return before sunset. Be careful of wild mongrels out there. The mountain roads can be treacherous. Oh, that's exhausting. A lot of talking in that one. So, I think that's about a good place to stop for today. I hope that you did. If you did like it, please do leave a nice like. And if you have any comments about any what I should be doing or any games to be checking out later, do leave it below. And if you'd like to watch more of this content, please subscribe, and catch you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.